Greetings, everyone. It's Casey doing a mini couch reading for us. Kidding, it's not actually a couch reading. Well, I am on the couch, but it's actually an angels and tarot reading. I was just really drawn to coming out here. And in particular, this reading is for you if you have been feeling like you're on really shaky ground, or the ground is literally shaking beneath your feet and you're having a really, really hard time staying focused. You may be tuned into and really dialed into the upcoming eclipse that is the lunar eclipse March 3rd in Virgo. So that's an earth sign. So if you've got a lot of earth energy in your chart, if you are an earth sign, I'm a Taurus, you may be feeling it particularly challenging. You may be feeling it in root chakra or in other places, of course, or you may not be feeling it at all. So please take what resonates as always. But this is for you if you are feeling that sense of stability and also having a really hard time focusing. I know as a Taurus, I got up this morning and I did a little bit of about 8 different things, and then I still have yet to finish anything, and it's way into the afternoon. So this is for you if you're feeling unfocused and you're feeling really shaken up. And if that is the case, I have him here. I have Archangel Michael coming forward, and this message is for you, of course, whenever you find it, but he is saying you are on the right path. So don't misinterpret that sort of shaky sensation or that lack of stability feeling for going into second guessing and self-doubt. He says you are on the right sign. And it's literally that those little impediments, the little tiny blocks, I'm seeing almost like pebbles beneath your feet that can sometimes feel like a lot more than what they actually are being cleared for you. So Michael coming forward, he's wrapping his big, beautiful, bold blue wings around you and just saying, this is for you. You are on the right path. If you've been questioning, if you've been overthinking, know that I'm here to support you. And it's not about really pushing through at this time. It really is about allowing what is clearing to clear as we really step into those energies of the fire horse. And of course, we've got so much incredible Aries energy that is really pouring through, that fire energy that is all about momentum. So this will naturally support you, but there's also that chances we have both Saturn and Neptune in Aries, and then end of March, we have Venus, planet of love, moving into Aries. So that's really bringing up a lot of fire, a lot of fiery passion. But of course, this is undermined a little bit by the fact that we're also going into Mercury retrograde. I'm even having a hard time saying that. Mercury retrograde, end of February. So as I record this, we're just about to approach the Mercury retrograde, and it'll still be ongoing for about the first 3 weeks of March. I think it ends March 20th. So that's a fairly sizable chunk of time where there will be some confusion in communication. Sometimes not too much, but it may just add that fuel to the fire of the intensity that we can sometimes get with Aries. I absolutely love Aries. I have some wonderful Aries friends. I love how motivated they are and such way showers, really kind of, very focused and determined, and they really can accomplish a lot. So they're always very inspiring to me, but at the same time, with so much fire burning so brightly, you may find that you kind of have that sense of burnout if you've got a lot of fire in your chart. So just be mindful as well that you want to kind of really check in, you want to get clear, maybe bring in some of the water frequencies too, to just really take you out of those heated conversations, to give you that sense of pausing and really calling in spaciousness. Also seeing it's a really great time to replenish. So get the electrolytes, drink lots of water, really look after yourself so that we're also preventing the dehydration that can happen when the fires burn very brightly and intensely. So Michael very strongly with us. We've also got Raphael, the healing angel. So he was really coming forward with that beautiful green healing balm. He's doing a little bit of pre-healing for, if you call him in, he says he can really kind of just help calm and soothe relationship communication, and also kind of just help with that really sort of the crossed wires energy that can sometimes happen when we're communicating online and with communication. For example, if you do a whole recording, like I know I have, where I wasn't actually recording. So those kinds of things. So Raphael can be really, really helpful with that. I'm going to pull a few cards to support us. And this is really for the first 2 weeks of March, but also if you're just in particular feeling a little or a lot shaky and having a hard time focusing. I've got this beautiful coffee cup oracle deck. I love it. It's wonderful. So we'll just sort of see what's coming through for us. I am shuffling, 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 shuffling. Whoa, there we go. What's coming out for us? So bear. So we've got some beautiful bear frequencies coming through to say, you know, you really have the strength, and this period of time is also about you understanding and really getting that evidence that you are resourceful, that you are already so incredibly resourceful. So I see a really powerful clearing of imposter syndrome at this time. So, you know, if you're watching this, the message is you have the resources already. You don't really need to seek outside of yourself. You don't need to do yet another course in your subject of interest. You are a subject matter specialist. And so it really is about trusting yourself and sometimes even acting as if. Because, you know, whatever you have been contemplating will have really positive results. Let's pull another confirmation card for you. What do we got happening here for us? Oh my gosh, that was like the whole deck. Very excited here. We've got whale. So again, love that. Feel that beautiful water energy coming in. So if you're a water sign, you know, you really are a powerhouse. You're a source of wisdom and healing for other people, but it's also encouraging us again that, you know, you've done so much work in a certain area. They're showing me, you know, you've completed the course, or you're very, very close to coming to completion. And this message is, you know, don't get into reactivity with all this fire energy coming through, especially in matters of love. But know that you've got the resources, you've got the reservoir of information, you've got all of the wisdom. So it really is about converting that information, that knowledge to wisdom in this period of time. And that's what I really do see happening through this second counterpart eclipse that is the lunar eclipse. Of course, lunar eclipses are also about clearing fear. So just know that beautiful fire horse energy. So we're also shifting into more powerfully into that energy of the fire horse. Moving forward. One more card for us to just give us that additional clarity for the first 2 weeks of March. Whew, beautiful. Yeah. So we've got Gazelle, if you can see her, purity and change. So there is this period of change that is really manifesting, but it's such a positive period of change. And so there's this sense of coming to terms with change in that, you know, do you have some limiting beliefs about what change means for you? Do you think that change is negative? And there's this message to really kind of tune in to clear your mental body of limiting beliefs about change, because this is really positive change coming through. And there's also this confirmation that if you have been contemplating connecting with someone, if someone new has dropped into your life, they have a very pure heart. So this is a real confirmation. If you've been considering, you know, I feel like it's almost like a second date that for some of you that you've been considering. So if you've been considering taking that next step in relationship, whether it's in romance, whether it's in friendship, or even in work, there is this general positivity. So there's a yes for that, but there's also a suggestion not to rush it, especially as we kind of just work through the Mercury retrograde energies. So this may be something, you know, that kind of you set up and then it kind of actually happens towards the end of March. But I'm also a big believer in not stopping yourself because you're in a Mercury retrograde. It's just really good to get very clear about any levels of confusion and just set the intention that you don't become reactive, that you instead take a step back in any way that you feel heated with all these fire energies. But also a reminder that fire is passion. It can be purifying. And with the gazelle energy, it can be a real positive as well. So if you are a fire sign, just really nourishing yourself, spending some time next to water. I think that goes for all of us, like sea salt baths, rehydrating, calling in Raphael to really soothe your energies. And then there's also this energy of the old woman coming through. And it feels to me, this feels very positive because I'm really drawn to the light. So it does feel like there may also be an older Female energy, of course, this could be in, it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, but they just may have a lot of female energy really coming in to be a very strong anchor in your life. So it does feel like there's also a new wise one energy coming in. So perhaps you've just been looking for that additional level of mentorship or encouragement, but it feels like there's a really positive female wise one energy coming in to support you moving forward, almost with the energies of the divine counselor. So if you've been needing that extra love and support, that's also coming in for you. So I hope that was helpful. Tune into your own wisdom, of course, and always only take what resonates. I do have a 3-question reading special, tarot reading, that I will be offering throughout March. So if that interests you, I will put details below. And have a great lunar eclipse, remembering that this has so much positive around us. So just take that time, do some beautiful breath work, and enjoy. Get out on the couch if that's grounding, get out in nature, of course, and spend time in your self-love practices. Have a great day and a great beginning of March.